Gustave Eiffel was a renowned French civil engineer who gained fame for designing and constructing the Eiffel Tower, one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. However, Eiffel's career spanned far beyond just the tower, and his work had a significant impact on engineering, architecture, and science. This is the story of Gustave Eiffel's life, achievements, and legacy. Early life and education. Gustave Eiffel was born on December 15, 1832, in Dijon, France, to a wealthy family. His father was a respected businessman, and his mother was the daughter of a prominent military officer. Gustave was the third of 5 children and was known to be curious and intelligent from a young age. Eiffel's formal education began at the Lycée Saint-Louis in Paris, where he excelled in mathematics and science. He then enrolled at the prestigious École Centrale des Arts et Manufactures in Paris, where he studied engineering. After graduating in 1855, Eiffel began working as an engineer for several companies before starting his own consulting firm in 1866. Early career. Eiffel's early career was focused on bridge design and construction. He quickly gained a reputation as a talented and innovative engineer, and his designs were used for bridges across France and Europe. Eiffel's first major project was the construction of a railway bridge across the River Garonne in Bordeaux, France. The bridge, completed in 1858, was a significant engineering achievement and established Eiffel's reputation as a leading engineer. In 1867, Eiffel designed and built a bridge over the Douro River in Portugal, which was praised for its innovative use of wrought iron. The bridge still stands today and is considered a masterpiece of engineering. Eiffel's success in bridge design led to him being appointed as the chief engineer for the construction of the Galerie des Machines for the Exposition Universelle in Paris in 1867. The Galerie des Machines was a massive steel and glass structure that housed the industrial exhibits for the exposition. Eiffel's innovative design for the building used a network of trusses and arches to support the roof, which allowed for an enormous interior space without the need for interior columns. The Galerie des Machines was a great success and demonstrated Eiffel's talent for creating innovative and efficient structures. The Eiffel Tower. Eiffel's most famous achievement was the design and construction of the Eiffel Tower. The tower was commissioned as the centerpiece of the 1889 Exposition Universelle, which celebrated the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. The tower was intended to be a temporary structure, but Eiffel's design was so innovative and striking that it quickly became an icon of Paris and one of the most recognizable structures in the world. The Eiffel Tower stands 324 meters tall and is made of wrought iron. The tower was designed using complex mathematical calculations, and its unique shape was determined by the need to resist wind loads. Eiffel's innovative design used a network of iron trusses to support the weight of the tower, which allowed for an efficient use of materials and reduced the overall weight of the structure. Construction of the Eiffel Tower began in 1887 and was completed in just over 2 years. The tower was a massive engineering achievement and demonstrated Eiffel's talent for creating innovative and efficient structures. The tower's success brought Eiffel international fame and established him as one of the greatest engineers of his time. Later career and legacy. Following the completion of the Eiffel Tower, Eiffel continued to work on innovative projects in engineering and architecture. He designed and constructed several more bridges, including After the completion of the Eiffel Tower, Gustave Eiffel continued to work on several engineering and architectural projects throughout his career. Here are some of the most notable projects that he worked on around the world. Statue of Liberty, New York City, USA. Gustave Eiffel was involved in the construction of the Statue of Liberty in New York City, which was a gift from France to the United States. Eiffel was responsible for designing the metal framework that supported the statue's copper skin. The statue was completed in 1886 and is now one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. Garabit Viaduct, France. The Garabit Viaduct is a railway bridge that spans the Truyère River in southern France. The bridge was designed by Gustave Eiffel and completed in 1884. It was one of the first major projects that Eiffel worked on after completing the Eiffel Tower, and it is still considered an engineering marvel today. Maria Pia Bridge, Portugal. The Maria Pia Bridge is a railway bridge that spans the Douro River in Porto, Portugal. The bridge was designed by Gustave Eiffel and completed in 1877. It was one of the first major projects that Eiffel worked on and was considered a significant achievement in engineering at the time. Street Sebastian's Cathedral, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Gustave Eiffel was involved in the restoration of Street Sebastian's Cathedral in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, in the late 19th century. He was responsible for designing a new roof for the cathedral, which was completed in 1892. Bordeaux Bridge, France. The Bordeaux Bridge was a railway bridge that spanned the Garonne River in Bordeaux, France. The bridge was designed by Gustave Eiffel and completed in 1858. It was one of Eiffel's first major projects and established his reputation as a talented engineer. The Budapest-Nyugati Railway Terminal, Hungary. The Budapest-Nyugati Railway Terminal in Hungary was designed by Gustave Eiffel and completed in 1877. The terminal was considered a masterpiece of engineering at the time and is still in use today. The Dome of Santa Maria del Fiore, Florence, Italy. Gustave Eiffel was involved in the restoration of the Dome of Santa Maria del Fiore in Florence, Italy, in the late 19th century. He designed a new iron support system for the dome, which was completed in 1885. Gustave Eiffel's legacy in engineering and architecture is still felt around the world today. His innovative designs and engineering marvels continue to inspire and amaze people more than a century after their construction. Gustave Eiffel was involved in a few projects in Egypt during his career as an engineer and architect. Here are some of the notable projects he worked on in Egypt. The Cairo Opera House. Gustave Eiffel designed the iron framework for the Cairo Opera House, which was completed in 1869. The Opera House is considered one of the most beautiful buildings in Cairo and is still in use today. The Port Said Lighthouse. Gustave Eiffel was involved in the construction of the Port Said Lighthouse, which was completed in 1869. The lighthouse was built at the entrance to the Suez Canal and was one of the tallest lighthouses in the world at the time. The Karnak Temple restoration. Gustave Eiffel was also involved in the restoration of the Karnak Temple in Luxor, Egypt, in the late 19th century. He designed a new iron roof for the temple, which was completed in 1899. The Aswan Dam proposal. In 1884, Gustave Eiffel proposed the construction of a dam on the Nile River near Aswan, Egypt, to regulate the river's flow and provide irrigation to the surrounding area. However, the project was not approved at the time. While Gustave Eiffel's projects in Egypt were not as numerous as in some other countries, they still had a significant impact on the country's architectural and engineering landscape. The Cairo Opera House and the Port Said Lighthouse, in particular, remain important landmarks in Egypt today.
Et parfois soulever nos deux corps enlacés s'envolent et retombent tous deux épanouis, enivrés et heureux.